What about Calderon? You think he's a conservative?
Calderon's a conservative.
Have you noticed that we're getting a lot of, despite all this anti-American feeling in the world, and yet it's not about ideology. A lot of these countries are electing relatively conservative leaders. Germany, Canada,
more conservative, yeah.
And Mexico. And why do you think we're still hated around the world?
Why do I think America's still hated?
Yeah, we are.
Because I think that over the last 6 years, the Bush administration has shown a fundamental misunderstanding of what it takes to lead. I think to lead, you have to have more than power. You need power.
Right.
You need to be strong militarily, economically, et cetera. But I think you also have to show that you have the moral authority to lead. Countries have to naturally want to come to you. In order for that to be true, you have to sometimes act in things that are outside your own strategic self-interest, things like the genocide in Sudan.
When President Bush ran for office, he said something that grabbed me. He said, I think we need to be more humble in our foreign policy. Do you think 9/11, as horrible as it was, screwed up our value system about humility in the world and whether we're the boss of the world?
No, I think George Bush screwed up our value system.
Do you think, I was asking the audience earlier, what's the biggest weakness? See, every presidential election seems to be about solving a current problem.
Yeah.
With Ike, he was the clean governor. He came in and he cleaned up after Truman. Kennedy was the young guy coming in. Reagan's strength.
Sure.
This time around, what is the ingredient people are looking for in the new leader that's missing clearly now to most people? What's the key missing factor that they're looking for in a president?
Optimism and the character and strength and vision for what the world and America needs from us.
So it's optimism.
I think optimism is a component of it. I don't think it's the only thing. I think depth and maturity, which I spoke about earlier, are also critical.
Do you think?
I think it's really important, if I can say one last thing about this. I think it's very important for anybody who's considering running for president, instead of thinking about being a candidate, to think about actually occupying the old Oval Office, the difficult decisions that have to be made, and how they would go about making those decisions, and believing that they have the judgment to make them.
And you've got it.
That's something I'm in the process of deciding right now.
But a preliminary decision would be.
Do I think I have? Do I think I have the qualities to be president? Yes, I do. I think the question is, that's not the question, though. The question for me personally is whether is this the best place for me to serve? Because I want to spend the rest of my life serving, and the question is this the best place to do it?
So you think you're a